Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to I've Got Next with myself, Austin, and as always, Smeef Erickson.
Howdy!
We're going to try take two here. Thanks OBS and Audacity for their wonderful issues. And when we last left off here, we were going to go cleanse this hiss-corrupted agent, this person over here floating in the corner, who has been possessed by the hiss.
You might say she's having a hissy fit.
I won't say that.
Just edit in applause for me, please.
Sad trombone.
Ooh, goopy noise.
That is a little goopy.
You know, that would save on a bunch of land that gets taken up by useless dead bodies in cemeteries.
Yeah, just leaves behind the fresh scent of pine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just have that sweet old lady from the old Pine Saw commercials just like drift in as you pass to the next life.
I don't know why my mind went to the "Where's the beef" lady as your final moments and you're dying and just "Where's the beef?"
I'm down for that. I want to have a tree burial.
Oh,
myself.
where they let a tree grow out of your corpse?
They essentially, yeah, they put you entombed, or you're encased in some sort of like a soil coffin that is attached to a tree,
I'm gonna tell her
and you feed the tree.
I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already.
I gotta say,
Can't tell her about Dylan and the rest
even for
yet.
its time,
I've seen mentions
this is
of an
almost
altered
like
role-event case dealing
her
with
face is
Ordinary.
almost photorealistic.
You were at Ground Zero as
And
a child?
I
Not
like
hers.
I like the
One of the big
juxtaposition
ones.
here.
And before my time,
Like Jesse Faden is
and very
animated
classified.
and kind of voice
I've been
acted
trying to
very
dig out
kind
some
of
old
normally,
files for you.
what I would say quote
My
unquote normally
boss,
close to
Casper
human,
Darling, would know,
whereas
but
Pope here is
she's missing.
kind of just on the other side of the uncanny valley. Her eyes are a little too big, ears a little too big,
Came up with the
she's a little
HRAs
too
that had the
animated,
resonance amplifiers. I think they're
you know,
what
and it's
saved
just
us.
can only assume
The
it's a
few of us.
purposeful
Got
art
directed
direction
Trench,
here
you know.
to just kind of make everybody
Trench.
seem a little off.
The ghost
Mhm.
or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and
I
years of experience.
really like her shirt.
I know how to destroy
Just
the
that
hits.
cut down the middle that opens up,
Where
but
is
also
that
with the
line?
clipped cuffs.
It's kept in the communications
Yeah.
department through the mailroom.
I'm trying to figure
It's
out how
part
she
of the
might have
sector,
put
so
it
we
on.
can access it even with
That
the
cuff
lockdown in
or
place.
the collar
We'll get the door open.
I
seems
can-
a bit inaccessible.
I can
Okay.
only assume that
That's
cut
my next
eventually
step.
arcs over and clips
That's
underneath the
Tomasi's
collar.
department. He's head of communications.
Yeah.
I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now.
Hey, this is where they kept Magneto.
I didn't imagine this. I want to be a
Charles.
part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Well, a room like that would give me anxiety.
Yeah, I already am feeling a little panicky looking at this room surrounded by a drop off into nothing.
Oh shit, the commissioner's calling. Wasn't that like in the 1970s Batman? That was, he just had like a hotline
Don't
phone.
hesitate to ask me anything.
Yeah, it kind of changed over the years. I think in one it was inside of a statue, but yeah, the bat phone.
They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See, the hotline should be in the communications department.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Nope, we're
Where
gonna
did
ask
this
all
come
the
from?
questions.
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then.
It
See,
dealt
this
very
house is a
seriously. No,
sprawling
it's
complex
definitely not
with
the same actor, but she
openings
sort of
to
reminds me
other
of
places as well. I don't even know where to start
Fragile.
looking. But
Leah
in
Seydoux?
context, it's good news. The lockdown
Yeah, a bit.
holds.
Mm.
The hiss escaping the building would be the end.
But no, it is
Should've
actually
rolled out
scanned
there
off
if you
of
asked
an
me,
actual
but
person
I wouldn't want the hiss
who
to
has
be-
cosplayed as Jesse
With
Faden
you on that,
before.
Emily.
Nice.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
It's a Waffle
building,
House.
The bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. Yeah, you've seen it. It
There's only two
transcends
reasons
its
that you're going to be
physical
there.
limits.
One, you're very
Been to New
drunk.
York a few times. How didn't I notice
Two,
this
you're
place?
celebrating your honeymoon with your sister.
It's an attribute of the building.
Oof.
This is
I
a
kid,
place
I
of
kid.
power. The oldest
I
house
enjoy
doesn't
Waffle
like
House.
attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential but unstable. The bureau prefers not to be noticed, and we need strong walls
Well,
to make
that's-
sure nothing gets out.
That speaker
So
necklace would have been
without
really
you, I'd
popular in
never
the
would've found
80s.
the front door.
With old Flavor Flav.
Okay.
Yeah, boy!
Mm.
I love the giant concrete
guy?
table.
I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost?
I like the big unnecessary light.
Haunting me?
Mm. This trench
Dad,
guy.
we're talking
See a
about
spooky,
ghost
scary
in a
skeleton.
traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it.
I don't know that he
You better
can.
hold on to that.
I don't
given
know
the
that you would
circumstances.
remember the bullet going in.
I think I will.
It would really suck if every person you killed just kind of lived with you for a little bit in your brain.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items,
But
which are
she's
still
she's
housings of
talking
paranatural
really
forces,
fast, and her
but
mouth
are
is
more
making
volatile
big
and
movement.
cannot be
It's
balanced
so
in a
strange.
utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, I was listening.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss.
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't
Is that
even
like an
heard of
HOA?
HRA until a few
Exactly.
weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out.
They're great until they
Well, I
tell you
began
you have to cut your
analyzing mine
grass.
As soon as I got it. I mean, each
Ugh.
one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
I would like to see some behind
Thanks,
the scenes of this. If this
I'm
was,
sure I'll have more questions soon.
because they obviously
Just let me know.
they did. They've done facial capture,
Mhm.
which that's kind of the norm at this point, I think.
Yeah, and I would say with a mix of real life and CG and facial capture, it's a very impressive technology, and I don't even have it turned all the way up because it is also a very resource hungry technology.
Mm-hmm.
Up here in this corner, we can see Trench and a little space reserved for us.
I like that. So, granted, motion capture was used before, but arguably, Andy Serkis has made. Well, obviously, he's made a career out of it. But like he has his own company, and he even, I guess he was just trying out different fields when he did that game. When he did the game, what was it, Enslaved?
Yeah, Odyssey to the East, the retelling of the Monkey King.
Yeah, that was a rather interesting game.
I agree. Xbox 360, right?
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
like it was really cool. Serkis had a very, very deep
There it is
voice.
again.
He was not
Welcome
gone at all in
message.
that game.
Yeah, we should try and play through that one again. I remember that one being a really fun, kind of interesting story.
I don't remember enough about the story. It came out around the time though when like every game was a puzzle platformer.
Hmm.
You had your Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed, and like God of Wars.
Yep.
Although God of War is more hacky slashy, but you know, in like Prince of Persia and your Assassin's Creed games, it was all jumping.
The subtitles here spoil a little bit, and that they point out that the hiss talking at the moment over the loudspeakers is Tomasi, who is the head of this department we're going through.
Oh. So is it like a recorded message, or is he still around?
Who knows at this point? Heck yeah, travel costs. I love mundane world building.
Let's see. Okay, I mean, considering Nevada. Oh, some of those are motels.
Yeah. I also love he talks about, how rituals are important. Hey, there's Zachariah Trench, looking like Supreme Court Justice.
Gary Oldman.
But he talks about his ritual being drinking the little mini bottles of whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hello, evil hallway. Oh, nope.
Yes,
Hurts bad.
It's overpowering here.
And it's coming from that
Won't
direction.
be anywhere near with you on that.
I do like the games, I guess because until haptic feedback becomes more of a norm, the games will always have the hurt is coming from that direction.
Yeah. The nostalgia department, by the way, is the sign pointing to the big evil hallway.
Some stuff can hurt.
Yeah. Rose-colored glasses, man.
Oh yeah.
All right. A little fight in the cafeteria.
If you want to know real pain, just watch any Don Bluth movie.
Why? Like Rock-a-Doodle?
I'm sure there was something sad in there.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember that movie at all, except it was a rooster who was Elvis.
Yep, pretty much. And a kid that turned into a kitten. He got sick and had like a fever dream.
It's fair. I've done that before.
But yeah, I'm talking about Littlefoot's mother.
Oh, yeah.
Or pretty much any quote-unquote child's movie from the 80s.
You know what? Fair enough. The one that always got me was Where the Red Fern Grows. No one should read that book or watch that movie.
No, I was, oh, Jesus. So that's the one I can remember. I remember I watched that movie. My mom showed it to me when I was little. I was absolutely devastated. You can kill as many people as you want, but leave the dogs alone.
Yeah, two dogs. Two dogs who loved each other so much they died on the same day.
Yeah, yeah. The other one died because he was sad about it.
Yeah.
Or Old Yeller.
True, true. Thank God most of these movies are ancient now and no one has to watch them anymore.
I think I think it should become mandated watching now. Though it's gonna get you ready for the rest of your life. It's full of trauma.
This looks cozy.
Looks like an album cover.
Yeah. Yes. God, I love these titles. So, a dead letter is when, at the post office, if a letter cannot be delivered or returned to sender, it is considered dead. And since you can't really just throw away mail, and you can't destroy it or anything like that, it just kind of becomes this kind of a limbo.
Okay, because my brain went to bloodletting. Like, but I mean, because it involves dead, and so I thought it had some sort of meaning to it.
Yeah, I gotcha. Makes
But nope,
sense.
it's just boring old mail talk.
Yeah. So, in the beginning, this is where the combat kind of starts to reach its... Oh, look, I've picked up a shield there. Reach its limits, and that's because these guys with the shields, it unfortunately kind of times out. Where... Yo, okay.
Phase through.
Where the shield kind of recharges by about the time you run out of ammo. And here we get a little bit on the creation of the dead letters department. And I like that it talks about, like, hey, not all of these have anything to do with the supernatural, but we just like them. Who's writing these?
Well, I don't know. It's been redacted.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point.
It's not like a smart ass, but I wouldn't mean to.
Fine, see if I share my love of the world with you ever again.
You could just open the box.
Nope. Oh, God. Here we go. It's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs.
Hey, you gotta come handle it.
My wife is
My
real
wife
upset.
is real upset.
So if no one remembers, there was a thing called Big Mouth Billy Bass that every fucking person in the world received for Christmas one year. And it would sing songs, and it was horrendously annoying, and it just, we loved him.
Angie, our friend, her favorite thing was the McDonald's campaign. Give me back the lovers.
Ooh.
I hope she watches this.
There are mods that you can load onto your character, like, hey, upgraded health, and on the weapon you're using, like, more damage, faster reload speed, that kind of stuff.
Neat.
You tend to gather way too many of these, but it's cool. Geez, I love the colors in this game. Just that deep crimson and dark blues.
Oh, yeah.
And right up here we have our next little place of power to kind of stabilize the world.
Oh, is that what that does?
Yeah, these little control points here. They're like, yeah, they're checkpoints and places to change your outfit and stuff like that, but they're also like, you're stabilizing the house in an area. This is what somebody would be doing normally when, you know, the hiss isn't invading.
It has MC Escher powers.
I got an Achievo for that.
Nice.
Before we head through the communications department, let's take a look around some of these places that are unlocked and watch a video.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
80 kilobytes, holy shit.
That'll blow your goddamn mind.
I mean, I'm laughing, but that was a big, that was a legit attitude back then.
You'll never use this much data.
Vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle.
You know how many Word documents that is? That's like 5.
And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops.
Oop.
Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically.
I like Casper
To
Darling.
date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils.
You're wearing a bow tie.
And once,
I suddenly have the desire to give him a swirly.
He's like a supernatural Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Mm-hmm. And he did the Letterman pencil for her.
Yeah. Now the hiss is more of a chorus.
We're on the right track.
Not yet, Jesse. We have things to look at. We have lore to pick up. This is kind of straight out of Mage the Awakening, if anybody remembers that. Just somebody building God in their garage.
Now, was that the one where we played and basically your power was a power because you believed in it hard enough?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a lot of like mental gymnastics and like trying to subtly influence the world with magic in order to not be noticed by reality.
Yeah, but you also had to convince the DM that you believed it.
There's our remnants of our shield over there.
I do like that any graphical glitch in this could be just explained as part of the game because of the way it's designed.
Hey, if that weird lighting effect, is that a glitch? No, it's in the game. Ah, God, I love
Bureau Book Brunch.
They made a book club to read at their weird supernatural office job.
Oh, you know, whatever. Cuts back on Monday on the mundane.
Everybody, shut up! It is time.
Hey.
It's my favorite show.
Oh, is that supposed to be a tear?
Yes.
Hey, Meg, what's wrong?
Okay.
Mom's dead. I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened? I don't know. He blacked me out. It's like the director says. Confidential and children both start with C.
That's very true, Topher.
Dad says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish
This makes me
someone
uncomfortable.
would.
I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
This is going to be This is going to be an extremely obscure reference, but the redheaded one reminds me of the little puppet Zip from Wienerville.
Jesus Christ, Wienerville.
Man,
that was Howie Mandel, right?
No, it was Mark Wiener.
Oh, okay.
Howie Mandel was on Bobby's World.
There we go. Ah, good God, I love this game. And prepare yourself. There are more episodes of Threshold Kids coming.
Oh, never mind. I thought I was talking about the band.
George of the Jungle. What's the other one they did? Did they do Peaches?
They did the intro to Malcolm in the Middle.
Okay.
That you're not the boss of me now.
And you're not so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They kind of did. So, Presidents of the United States of America was one of those weird bands that everybody has heard a song by them, but they don't know which band did the song.
It's fair.
I think, did they also do... Yeah, they also did Constantinople, didn't they?
Was that them or was that... no, that was... Was that They Might Be Giants? Hold on, I gotta look.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. I'm getting my bands mixed up.
No. You would be very surprised that They Might Be Giants did a cover of apparently a 1953 song by Jimmy Kennedy and music by Nat Simon of Istanbul, Not Constantinople.
Okay, so they did do a version of it.
The one that
They Might Be Giants.
Yeah, They Might Be Giants is the one that I remember, but apparently now I have to go back and listen to this 1953 version.
I can only... I'm just imagining Frank Sinatra. Istanbul.
I appreciate your Frank Sinatra impression.
You're welcome. Been working on it. Oh, they did a Video Killed the Radio Star.
Oh, like a cover of that?
No. Apparently it was the original.
What?
Yeah. Released in '97.
Oh. Ooh, a little foreshadowing there. What could this stuff be? No, that was the Buggles, man.
Oh, the Buggles?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess they did a cover of it.
Yeah. What year was
the very
that?
first video? Gomez?
You beat me to it. Son of a bitch.
More specifically, what is it? What's his name? Sean Astin's dad.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, the actor that played Gomez Adams. Oh, a live person. Oh.
He might be okay. He's got a pneumatic tube to the face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this seems fine. Yeah. Not an evil-looking pneumatic machine in there at all.
Object of power. Looks like the hiss had latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
All right. Our first real, besides the gun, object of power that we're going to interact with here. But first, I have to go loot.
Of course. See, like in this room very specifically, this was in a time before like ray tracing and stuff like you don't know if that's a graphical glitch or if that's supposed to happen.
Yep, 100% supposed to happen. Damn it, still don't have access. I'm the director, for God's sake. Alright. Do a little Metal Gear Solid here. Have you tried crouch walking?
Yes, it's rather difficult.
Yeah, man.
I used to have to, in a previous job, I used to have to crawl through a lot of attics. Holy shit, that's 80 kilobytes, man. Wait, is she unpossessing it?
Yes.
Wait, that's how you upgrade your powers?
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not
The
their
evil
director.
council?
I'm no one's director.
So now is when, hey, combat starts to get a little bit more interesting.
Oh, that looks fun.
Oh, yes.
Also, that seemed expensive.
Nah, they're the board. They can afford it.
Did that say thingamajig?
It did. It's like, look, guys, if you don't know the name of it, don't pretend. Don't pretend to be all mysterious and otherworldly. Just say the cube. So, the telekinesis in this game is probably the best I've ever seen in any game. It just kind of, you'll notice there are little kind of half outlines on objects. And whenever you press that telekinesis button, you just grab whatever it's linked to. So now you're mixing telekinesis, you're firing your gun, you're doing melee. And the combat starts to get a little bit more nuanced. This feels incredibly good, by the way.
Yeah. It does. It looks like you can kind of flow between. Pretty easy.
And there you can see that the board is kind of worried that the Hiss are going to find them.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off.
Combat section.
Nice.
So there's like zero thought in telekinetically launching something at someone.
Yeah. So did she get an ability upgrade from collecting the floppy?
So you remember that video we just watched with Casper Darling where he talks about the 8-inch floppy disk? So the story being that this is the disk that contained the Russian launch codes, the nuclear launch codes. And because of so much fear based around this in the popular media, like with the Cuban Missile Crisis and things like that, it became an object of power, and thus it launches things. So while being attuned to this object of power, you have telekinesis.
They need to get Warehouse 13 on this.
Yeah. I've recently tried rewatching Warehouse 13.
It's a fun show.
Yeah, it's fun. I would say that's the best way to describe it.
I mean, I like one of them was like, what was it, like Edgar Allan Poe's Quill or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was silly. The concept itself was silly, but it's still, it was a fun. Also, Dresden Files, if anybody is looking for something to watch.
Yeah, it's one season, unfortunately. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
People reading in the book club.
All right. Notes for Penny. Your books suck. Oh man, I don't know if I want to be in a book club if I got homework.
That's the best part of the book club is y'all talk about the club or talk about the book and what it means. Yeah, so there you go. I'll remember to bring that back up, but you can read a little bit about the floppy disk itself. We learn a little bit about some different Hiss guys. These guys use rifle-propelled grenades. Not something that really has come up a whole lot in history. I know anybody who's a fan of Saving Private Ryan, you can see them being used on a M1 Garand. These guys are more like the actual combat kind of leaders and squad leaders and things like that. So usually the guys that have shields and things like that.
Intriguing. Cassette tape.
Press on.
So is this supposed to be set in a time period, or it's just all of this
Emily said that the hotline can be reached
older
through the
technology is somehow bound to this?
I would say it's modern day. A lot of the technology is ancient because they're trying to avoid anything that is like your number 2 pencil, kind of a particular representative item of an entire like idea, like the number 2 pencil being so kind of ingrained into our society that now, you know, nobody even knows what a number 2 pencil is anymore, but we still refer to the number 2 pencil. And those things tend to evolve beyond just normal items into objects of power.
Yeah. And every class had that one rebel that brought a number 3.
Now, you joke. I do love other pencil types like the HB, you know, and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're actually drawing, but for the longest time, I didn't know that was a thing. And then when somebody brought a number 3 pencil, I was like, "What the hell is that?" But it's just a pencil.
Apparently, some rampaging polar bear there.
That's what you get when you don't put the garbage lids on.
I also like that it says they spin the story to show like global warming had pushed them out of their natural habitat, not like, hey, some kind of supernatural thing summoned a polar bear.
I mean, to be honest, it could have been either A or B.
Yeah. You know, the best lies are the believable ones. And heck yeah, we finally get clearance. Level 1.
Open the door.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to disturb you there.
Is he missing his jaw?
He is. I don't know what happened there. He's not having a good time.
Well, he won't have a career in speech.
All right. Another little checkpoint there. Hello, pitch black bathroom. Have you ever been in a bathroom when the lights kind of are set on those auto timers and they turn off?
Yeah, I hate that because like I said, okay, I try to avoid using public restrooms as often as possible, but occasionally it's just unavoidable. And then you're sitting there, you know, I don't like to rush things. You might hurt something. But yeah, you're sitting there and then lights go out and then you have to frantically wave your arms to try and get the attention of the motion sensor.
Oh. I think we got some tool going here.
You rock out.
For me, it's when, because I used to work security, and some of the buildings I work at, you know, you go to use the restroom, lights turn off after a while to conserve energy, and then you're sitting in there in the pitch black, and then someone else comes in, and the lights come on, and then they realize you've been sitting in there in the dark. And it's like, well, I'm embarrassed now. I'm just going to wait for you to leave.
Well, that's when you maintain eye contact.
I don't poop where I can make eye contact with other people.
I only poop where I can make eye contact with people.
You know what?
It's
ballsy, but I respect it.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
Heck
You should see me
yeah.
at Lowe's.
Thank you for staying up with us.
Now we get our late night supernatural radio recording.
Over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr.
This is NPR. We're going to be trying my sweaty balls.
Thanks. This is something
I know that's a reference, but I don't remember what.
while staying at the Chili
Alec Baldwin on SNL.
for last year's SuspiciCon. I was in room 47.
Before he murdered someone.
Manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted
He manslaughtered someone.
this particular room. Now, the manager explained
You know, that title really doesn't take the sting off of it.
It takes intent.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying, like, murder, for just to my ears, murder sounds less harsh than manslaughter.
Fair, fair.
Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed.
I wish I could hear I can sort of hear it, but I can't quite hear his cadence. But I'm only imagining. I'm just imagining Mr. Rogers.
It's kind of a more of a Mr. Lairdy, but toned down.
Okay.
What we call ghosts.
Like Big T Lairdy?
Yeah. Like I found myself under the bed.
Oh, okay.
Keep calling and writing whenever you encounter
You hear that? Japan. That's country and not America.
You're seeing colors that you have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember,
maybe your toaster is brave and little.
I was gonna go with the Ghostbusters reference.
Probably a closer reference to what they intend.
Did you sleep with it?
I love all of this. And it's just like at the bottom, like, who wrote this? Go for your psychopath.
Oh man, you do gotta like it whenever you happen upon a public restroom and you can just see someone's mad ravings that they wrote on the wall.
Someone's manifesto. And then it's a telekinesis object.
Oh, look at there.
Oh, yeah. Well, oh God, I'm sorry. Oops. I should leave. Heck yeah, now we have... What's that?
I said that was supposed to happen.
Now we have double level 1 clearance. Yes!
Isn't that level 2? No.
Unfortunately, no. Just level 1 still.
Where'd he come from?
You hear an explosion, and he's just behind you.
Huh.
It's one of the guys dropped down from the ceiling. A little bit of a jump scare, spook him. Oh.
Darkness. Imprisoning me.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Old shoulder wound.
Old football injury.
Yeah.
So, you know, there are little let's call them side missions. And this is a little optional combat area with all these cool computers inside cubes.
Yeah. Take a lot of strength to hurl an IBM at somebody.
Nope, just takes an 8-inch floppy.
30 kilobytes!
Mind blown! If you look closely, one of the people in this level has a name. And so you can kind of see where the hiss is taken upper level or people with access and things like that.
It looks like I mean, I almost wanted to call this a server room, but it's not. It's just individual antique computers.
Yeah. It is just a cool set piece.
Looks like an old Coleco.
Ah, man, the ColecoVision. But there we go. So, I think we will start winding down towards the end of the episode here. As always, if you like what you see or enjoy our rantings and ravings, please consider liking and subscribing. And, you know, hey, tell us what a video game you might want to see, or maybe a spooky story you want to talk about, or anything like that. And one more little bit of backstory here, just about some security breaches. So clearly this is some kind of server room, just manned by old Tandy 1000s. But as always,
and it's got a water cooler.
What's that?
And it has a water.
Yeah. But as always, I am joined by my co-host, Smeef Erickson.
We will see you guys later.
Alrighty, next time.